Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to build your essential AI toolbox. So our goal is super simple. We want to cut through all the noise and show you, whether you're a student or just starting out in your career, exactly which AI tools are going to help you work smarter, not harder. Let's dive in.
So, if you're feeling a bit lost in this huge, ever-growing sea of AI apps, trust me, you are not alone. It can feel really confusing trying to figure out which tool does what. It's a lot, right? But hey, that's exactly why we're here. We're about to make it all crystal clear. Okay, so this slide right here, this is the core idea for everything we're talking about today. A lot of beginners try the Swiss Army knife approach, trying to make one general AI do absolutely everything. But the smarter way, the better way, is to build a specialized toolbox. I mean, think about your phone, right? You don't use your map app to send a text. You have specific apps for specific jobs. Well, the exact same idea applies here. Using the right tool for the right job is the key to unlocking AI's real power.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to build your toolbox piece by piece. First, tools for smarter research, then for building a killer resume, creating awesome presentations, and then mastering the AI you'll use every day. And the end, we'll wrap up with the most important part, the rules for using your new kit the smart way. All right, first tool for our toolbox, research. This is a big one, especially if you're a student. We're going to tackle that awful feeling of information overload and show you how to get straight to clear, reliable answers.
We've all been there, haven't we? You know the feeling. You've got like 20 browser tabs open, you're drowning in information, and somehow you're actually more confused than when you started. It's so frustrating, and it's a massive waste of time. But there is a much, much better way. Okay, so meet your new best friend for research, Perplexity.ai. And here's what makes it an absolute game changer. It doesn't just spit out an answer. It gives you clear, summarized information with cited sources. You can see exactly where it got the information from, which for any school project or real work is, well, it's not negotiable, right? You need to know where your info comes from. This is the difference between guessing and knowing.
And check this out, this is the perfect way to use it. Look at this prompt. See how it's not just a couple of keywords? It's a real, clear instruction. You're telling it exactly what you need. A simple explanation, real-life examples, and sources. Being specific like this is how you get quality results fast.
Okay, so you've got your research tool locked down. Let's add the next piece to the kit. We're going to tackle another huge challenge, creating a professional resume, especially if you're looking for that first internship or your first real job.
The blank page. We all know that feeling, right? Just staring at a blinking cursor on a white screen, totally clueless about where to even start. What do you say? How do you say it? How do you make yourself stand out?
Well, this is where a tool like Kickresume.com comes into play. It's an AI tool built specifically for this one job, building resumes. And it's awesome if you're just starting out, maybe you're a fresher, and you're not sure how to frame your experience. It just takes all the guesswork out of it.
And it's super simple to use. You just give it your honest information, your education, your real skills, and it helps you frame it in the best possible light. Now, a really important point here. This isn't about making stuff up, not at all. It's about taking your real abilities and presenting them in the most professional way possible.
Okay, tool number 3. This one is a total lifesaver for, well, pretty much anyone who's ever had to make a presentation for school or work. We're talking about going from a blank slate to a nearly finished deck in just a few minutes.
Let's be real for a second. How many hours of your life have you lost just fighting with fonts and colors and moving text boxes around by a single pixel? It's a massive time waster, and it takes all your focus away from what actually matters, your message. And that is exactly why Gamma.app is so incredible. You give it a single prompt, and it generates an entire, well-designed presentation for you. Think of it as your personal designer. It creates a fantastic first draft, a starting point that's already 90% there. Then you just jump in, tweak it, and make it your own.
And again, look at the prompt. The more detail you give it, like asking for an intro, key skills, examples, and a conclusion, the better the result is going to be. This one little prompt can save you hours and hours of tedious work.
All right, on to our last couple of tools. And we're lumping these two together because, honestly, they're the ones you'll probably use every single day to stay sharp and organized. These are your daily drivers.
So first, you've got Grammarly AI. Think of it as your personal writing coach. It helps you write clear emails, polish your reports, and just generally sound more professional. It's a lifesaver, especially if English isn't your first language. And then there's Notion AI. This is your personal planner.
You can use it to map out study schedules or organize your work tasks. It's honestly a great way to just cut down on the stress and feel like you're in control.
Okay, so we've collected all our tools. Our toolbox is looking pretty good. Now for the final and most critical step, putting it all together and going through the user manual.
So let's recap. Here is your complete AI toolbox. For research, you've got Perplexity. For your resume, Kickresume. For presentations, Gamma. For polished writing, Grammarly. And for planning your life, Notion AI. See the pattern here? One job, one tool. That is the secret sauce.
Okay, now please pay close attention to this slide. This is probably the most important part of this whole thing. These are the 3 golden rules. Rule number 1, never ever just blindly copy and paste. Always review it, understand it, and make it your own. Rule 2, think of it as a super smart assistant, not a replacement for your own brain. You are still in charge. And rule 3, use it to get better. Let it help you learn and sharpen your own skills.
Which brings us to this final, really powerful idea. AI is not some scary thing that's here to replace people. It's here to support and empower the people who take the time to learn how to use it well.
Look, by getting good at these tools, you're doing more than just finishing a project faster. You're actually building skills that are going to be essential for 2026 and way, way beyond. This is about being future ready.
So there you have it, your essential AI toolbox. The only question left is, which tool are you going to try out first?